Welcome to C News Now.
Liu Yuning, from a 13 square meters room to the hearts of millions. Why can a livestream singer touch millions of hearts? On the night of August 17, 2025, China's largest social media platform Weibo was flooded with millions of posts carrying the same phrase, 817 Love Project. Photos, videos, heartfelt messages, and creative fan projects spread across timelines, pushing Liu Yuning to the very top of trending searches. To outsiders, the name may sound unfamiliar. But to tens of millions of fans, Liu is not merely a singer, actor, or internet celebrity. He is the living embodiment of a real dream, a boy who once sang in a cramped rented room, barely surviving on meager wages, now standing tall as a star in one of the toughest entertainment industries in Asia. Why does his story resonate so deeply? Because his journey is a tale of perseverance, sincerity, and the unbreakable bond with fans who walked every step alongside him. The harsh youth and the guitar that changed everything. Liu Yuning was born in Dandong, a small city in China's Liaoning province. It is a quiet town along the Yalu River, peaceful but not wealthy. His childhood was simple, and his youth, tough. As a young man, Liu moved to Shenzhen to make a living. But dreams collided with reality. With no connections and no stable career, he worked odd jobs to survive, earning a monthly salary of only 800 yuan, around $110. He shared a 13 square meters room with 13 other people. The scene was suffocating, bunk beds squeezed against each other, a shared bathroom, barely any privacy. Yet amid the harshness, he discovered his lifeline, music. With his first savings, he didn't buy a phone or fashionable clothes, he bought a guitar. Night after night, in that cramped room, he strummed strings and sang, not to an audience at first, but to himself. Livestreaming, the doorway to dreams. By 2015, Liu began streaming his singing on Weibo and later on Douyin, TikTok China. Back then, livestream music was a novelty. He didn't have the sharp idol looks, nor the backing of big entertainment companies. What he had was a soulful voice, warm, powerful, tinged with hardship. Gradually, his streams attracted thousands, then millions of viewers. At one point, a single broadcast drew 62 million views, an astronomical figure in the livestreaming world. People called him the king of livestreaming. But to Liu, this was not an end goal. It was merely a bridge, a way to inch closer to professional music. In 2014, he and two friends formed the group Modern Brothers. What began as casual covers grew into original songs. Soon, they stepped out of the virtual world to stand on real stages, where Liu's voice finally found its rightful resonance in music and television. As his career blossomed, Liu released EPs, albums, and won multiple music awards. His voice also became inseparable from many hit dramas, earning him the title of OST King. Not content with music alone, he stepped into acting. Despite entering late, he quickly made a mark with both historical and modern dramas. His role as Wei Shao recently went viral, gaining him over 550,000 new Weibo followers in just 3 weeks. Yet through fame, he remained humble, avoiding flashy displays. Perhaps that sincerity is why audiences connect to him on a level beyond fandom. The Shenzhen concert, where tears met applause. In July 2025, Liu returned to Shenzhen, the very city where he once struggled, to hold a solo concert. Tens of thousands filled the stadium, lights blazing, cheers echoing. But behind the spectacle, his eyes glistened with tears. Because this city once saw him at his lowest, crammed in a tiny dorm, fighting to make ends meet. Now, it embraced him as a star. During the concert, he didn't just sing, he told stories, of sleepless nights, of songs unheard, of nearly giving up. Then he smiled, "Music saved me, and so did all of you. You turned my dream into reality." After the show, instead of resting, Liu wrote 9 separate gratitude posts on Weibo, thanking fans, family, crew, colleagues, and even himself for enduring. Each was heartfelt, raw, and deeply moving. But then he realized he had forgotten someone, his colleague Su Saihong fan. So he wrote a 10th message, apologizing and promising, "When you hold your concert, I'll send you 10 flower wreaths, so that together we'll make 2 perfect 10s. This simple act of honesty went viral. In an industry where stars often maintain polished facades, Liu stood out by being unapologetically genuine. 817 Fan Day, a festival of love. If the concert was Liu's gift to fans, then 817 Fan Day was the fans' gift to him. From August 13 to 20, 2025, fans organized an entire fan week online, climaxing on August 17, the anniversary of Liu's debut. A 4-hour livestream of intimacy. That evening, Liu opened a livestream. For over 4 hours, he sang, chatted, read letters from fans, and reminisced about the days when he sang nervously to just a handful of viewers. "One kind comment was enough to keep me going," he admitted. He sang both classics and unreleased songs, creating moments fans described as time that belonged only to us. The 817 Love Project movement. Fans went further. They rented banners in subways, made tribute videos, held charity drives, planted trees, and donated blood under the banner of 817 Love Project. Love wasn't just spoken, it was enacted in real life. And Liu, instead of elevating himself above, said, "We are one team. I'm not on stage while you're below, we're walking this journey together." Impact. On Weibo, hashtag 817 Love Project hit #1 trending, with millions of interactions. Journalists called it a digital cultural phenomenon, proof of how modern fandom is reshaping culture, not just consuming, but building communities and channeling passion into real-world impact. Conclusion so far. From a cramped room in Shenzhen to stadiums filled with thousands, from a guitar bought with his first paycheck to trending hashtags uniting millions, Liu Yuning's story is a living testament to perseverance, humility, and the extraordinary power of collective love. He is more than a singer or an actor. He is a mirror in which fans see their own struggles and hopes reflected. Liu Yuning, a modern legend of music, screen, and digital love. Acting breakthrough, Wei Shao and the Prisoner of Beauty. For years, Liu Yuning was known as the livestream singer who made it. But in 2025, a new title emerged, the actor who captured millions of hearts. His role as Wei Shao in the drama The Prisoner of Beauty became an internet phenomenon. The character, tragic, noble, and complex, resonated deeply with viewers. Clips of Liu's emotional performances circulated widely on Douyin and Bilibili. Fan edits portraying Wei Shao's struggles flooded timelines. The result? Within 3 weeks of the drama's broadcast, Liu gained over 550,000 new Weibo followers. It was no longer just about his voice, now audiences admired his acting range and screen presence. Critics noted something unusual: Liu did not come from the traditional acting schools, nor did he follow the idol trainee path. He entered late, with no glossy, perfect image, but brought with him an authenticity sharpened by real-life struggles. That authenticity translated into characters who felt raw and believable. For fans, this was proof of his versatility. For Liu himself, it was validation that all those years of hardship, every song sung to an empty room, every ounce of humility maintained, were not wasted. Digital soft power, when fans become a movement. The 817 Love Project was more than a fan celebration. It was a case study in digital soft power. In the past, fan culture in China was often criticized as frivolous or chaotic. But Liu's fandom flipped the narrative. His fans organized themselves not only to promote him but to do good: blood donation drives, charity events, tree planting, poverty relief. By attaching Liu Yuning's name to positive causes, they built an identity that was both emotional and socially meaningful. Being a Liu Yuning fan, one supporter wrote, isn't just about liking his music, it's about becoming better together. This redefined the relationship between artist and audience. Liu didn't stand on a pedestal, unreachable. Instead, he stood among them, acknowledging their efforts, encouraging them to channel love into the world. Scholars of Chinese pop culture have pointed to this as an emerging model, where fandoms become micro-communities of civic engagement, using celebrity as a rallying point for collective good. Cultural and social significance. Liu Yuning's story is not only about personal triumph. It is a mirror reflecting broader currents in modern Chinese society. The rise of livestream culture. His ascent from livestreamer to star reflects a larger shift. Platforms like Weibo and Douyin are no longer marginal but mainstream incubators of talent. Liu is living proof that digital spaces can birth real-world stardom. The power of authenticity. In an era dominated by polished idols, Liu's unfiltered sincerity stands out. His open gratitude posts, his willingness to admit mistakes, his refusal to hide vulnerability, all strike chords in a society hungry for honesty. Fandom as social force. The 817 Love Project demonstrated how fan communities can organize at scale. What once was fan service has become a cultural phenomenon with tangible social outcomes. The inspirational narrative. Above all, Liu embodies the idea that no dream is too distant. A boy from a poor family, living in a 13 square meters room with 13 strangers, can, through music, persistence, and sincerity, become a household name. For many young people, he symbolizes hope. Lessons from a journey. What lessons emerge from Liu Yuning's path? Perseverance pays off. His hardships were not obstacles but the very forge that shaped his voice and presence. Sincerity is powerful. His 10 messages of gratitude after the Shenzhen concert became legendary because they felt real. Fans are family. He consistently calls fans his partners, not subordinates. This reciprocity fuels loyalty. Art transcends medium. From live streaming to stadiums, from OSTs to dramas, his artistry adapts yet remains true. Reflections, the man behind the music. In interviews, Liu often downplays his success. He insists he is just an ordinary man with an extraordinary community. Yet the truth is more complex. He is a pioneer, bridging livestream culture with mainstream entertainment. He is a symbol, showing that resilience and sincerity can outshine glamour. And he is a phenomenon, where one man's dream ignites millions of others. On August 28, 2025, as fans around the world continue to celebrate him online, the question is no longer, who is Liu Yuning? It is, what does Liu Yuning mean to us? To some, he is a singer with a golden voice. To others, he is an actor whose eyes tell stories words cannot. To many, he is hope incarnate, proof that from small rooms and low wages, great things can grow. From the cramped 13 square meters room in Shenzhen to the blazing lights of concert arenas, from the nervous strums of a guitar to trending hashtags uniting millions, from an unknown boy to a national phenomenon, Liu Yuning's journey is not just his own. It belongs to everyone who has ever dreamed, struggled, and refused to give up.